So we've been working on this for a long time, and we've come a long ways as we consider investing in what is going to be this new chapter in our ministry and our life together. And on that note, especially for those who are working with Genysys, and we're at the point now where we're looking at a campaign, or we may be even in the midst of a campaign, it was this reluctance oftentimes for people to invite others to participate in a campaign. There's a reluctance for us even to invite other people to church. It's like we feel like we're gonna, like we're taking a risk, a personal risk. Am I gonna hurt this relationship? Am I going to, lose a friend? And that hurt, that concern, that fear, it's real, and we want to acknowledge it, but we also want to acknowledge that what we are inviting someone into is so much greater than we are ourselves. It is absolutely worth the ask. When we are asking someone to participate in a life of faith together, we're asking them to participate in our ministry together, we're asking someone to make an investment in their church and in their church family that's going to be meaningful, that's going to leave a legacy of faith for years or maybe even generations to come. It is important for us to remember the spirit of that parable that Jesus tells in Luke chapter 14. Where this man has a wedding feast, and the people that he invited, they were not worthy. They took his invitation for granted. They had better things to do. They were distracted. They were going to do anything but come to his son's wedding. And so he told his servants, that's us in this parable, to go out into the hedgerows, go out into the fields, go out into the roads, bring in the poor, the crippled, the blind, those that society has cast off, those that everyone else ignores. Invite those people, bring them in, compel them, he says, to come to my son's wedding feast. The feast is already paid for. He's done all the work. All that is left to be done now is to enjoy our part in celebrating the love that is being showcased in this awesome and wonderful event. And so when we as God's people invite others, ask others to participate with us in what God is doing in our midst, there is a tremendous blessing for us. And I would go so far as to say that we risk losing out on more than we are afraid of losing out if we do not ask. And on that note, I want to tell a story. This is a story that comes out of my work with one of our churches in Ohio, and I was sitting across the table from a young couple. They were younger than me. They got kids in school. They're busy. They got soccer, basketball. They're doing softball, volleyball. They got all this stuff going on. And as we are looking at a program that is going to literally build a new school on their church campus, and I asked them if they wanted to participate in it. The wife, she actually leans over the table, kind of made me a little uncomfortable in that moment. She got real close and she said, Pastor Dan, we are saving for our kids' college right now, but we're going to actually take some of that money and we're going to invest it in this school. Because even though our kids are so old that they're not going to be able to be blessed by this school, they're going to share the world with the kids that go to this school. And this school is going to make our community a better place. This school is going to make our kids' lives better. And so we don't want to miss out on the blessing of investing on it at the beginning. I don't know about you, but that is giving me the chills. And I hope and pray that whoever is watching this video, I hope and pray that you have the same spirit, the same faith that that young couple had, who are willing to invest and willing to ask others, giving them the opportunity to be blessed in this work that God had called them to do together. So let's go. Let's get out there and ask. Let's get out there and invite others to participate in this awesome thing that God has in store for us.